Now, a video has emerged online of the Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga speaking about the Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and his politics. According to her, she's saying that Edwin Sifuna is unstoppable and really nothing can stop him from becoming the president of Kenya. It is a video that I cannot really say when it was shot, but I can sure say it was during an interview in Spice FM, but then not long ago, because Oburu Oginga was then the party leader of Orange Democratic Movement. I want us to watch the video, and then later I'll take you through some of the points that we can deduce and analyze from whatever she said.
This is the difference between Raila era and Dr. Oburu era. The Sifuna of Raila was more refrained, could listen to Baba, could step back when, and I know numerous times that Baba said stop, and he did. But in this case of Dr. Oburu, there's no stopping him from anything.
Your opponent confirming you are unstoppable.
Now, from that video, it is evident that Gladys Wanga acknowledges that during the time Raila Odinga was the party leader of ODM, and now when Oburu Oginga is leading them, there is a sharp difference. Number two, there is a sharp difference too between the time, or the Sifuna of Raila Odinga's time and the Sifuna of Oburu Oginga's time. That right now Sifuna does not listen to anyone. Right now Sifuna has grown, and I think the death of Raila Odinga opened ways, more room for Edwin Sifuna to grow politically. And then number three, and the most important thing of this conversation, Gladys Wanga is acknowledging that Edwin Sifuna is unstoppable. There is nothing that can stop Edwin Sifuna. During the time of Raila Odinga, at least Raila could manage to contain Edwin Sifuna. But right now, it is difficult. No one is able to convince him. No one is able to tell him to tone down. He doesn't listen. In short, he's unstoppable, and there is nothing that can come between him and the presidency. That is what it means. That is what Gladys Wanga means here. So this tells us that in as much as Gladys Wanga is leading some of the leaders of ODM in the Linda ground team towards the partnership deal with the UDA, she knows that they have created a president, and they are leaving behind a president, because she knows that Sifuna is not someone you can easily stop. And another thing we can deduce from whatever Gladys Wanga said, even Raila Odinga himself really trusted Edwin Sifuna. Raila Odinga himself made Sifuna who he is, because according to her, there are some things that Sifuna could do, and then Raila Odinga could rectify that. Anamwambia, we tulia kidogo Sifuna bwana, umekuja sana. And then Sifuna could take a step back. I think it was a way that Raila Odinga was molding Edwin Sifuna, and I think there is something that Raila Odinga saw in Sifuna. There's something he believed that Sifuna is, and that something has manifested immediately after Raila Odinga's death, because they tried to humiliate him, they tried to insult him in ODM party, but he came out strong. And these are the same words that were given by the Suba North Member of Parliament, Millie Mabona Odhiambo. Recently, he said that she had warned Gladys Wanga about expunging Edwin Sifuna from the party as the Secretary General. Millie said it openly. Akasema that she tried to warn the leadership of ODM not to take her out, Edwin Sifuna, from that position, because she knows that Edwin Sifuna was the backbone of ODM. Now that Raila Odinga is nowhere to be seen, Raila is dead. That means Edwin Sifuna was the one who could steer the party to greater heights. In fact, according to her, she says that she knows the kind of politics Edwin Sifuna plays, and the kind of politics he plays, he was bound to move out of ODM at some point and form his movement. That is according to Mabona. So she's saying that ODM created whoever Edwin Sifuna is now, they created a hero because they tried to humiliate him. They tried to send him away from ODM's role, or rather his Secretary General role, and that created a monster. It created a hero that Sifuna is right now. Listen to her.
And I want to say here, without fear, that I had warned even against us chasing Sifuna from the party. And the reason is because I knew by the nature of his politics, he was bound at some point to leave. Yeah. But when we mistreat somebody, then we make him a hero. We have created a hero out of Sifuna. I'm not saying he's not a hero, but he wasn't what he is now. Our mistreating Sifuna is what has made Sifuna a hero. So let us be careful the way we are dealing with our issues. When Mini raised these things, some goons were sent to beat me in Kilifi. When I raised these issues, I was shouted down in Kisumu. But I will say without fear that there's a party that I love. We must strengthen our party. And that show of strengthening our party means there must be internal party democracy.
So this is a clear indication that ODM Linda ground is done with, and they know that without Edwin Sifuna they can really not make it. And you know, Linda ground movement had two options. Initially it had two options, but right now Edwin Sifuna scrapped one option. They are remaining with one option. Initially they had two options, either to join Sifuna or to go on with the negotiations with William Ruto's UDA party. But as things are going, it shows that they only have one option, because that option of negotiating with the William Ruto, they are going there as lesser parties. And as much as they've been yapping here and there that they want to be equal partners, it will not happen because ODM is already divided. And the kind of rallies Edwin Sifuna has been holding, having huge crowd, having masses, it is something that William Ruto will really not accept. In fact, whatever they are claiming, oh, we need the deputy president position, we need a 50-50 share, that will not happen. And therefore, they have only one option, either to go back to Sifuna, form a strong team, a strong ODM party before going for negotiations. Yeah, maybe that one. Or remain ODM, which is stronger, without negotiating with the William Ruto, because after all Edwin Sifuna cannot allow that, and then they retain their strength so that some of these leaders can retain their seat, because as it stands right now, some of them like Gladys Wanga is gonna lose greatly in Homa Bay gubernatorial seat. That one, she's not gonna get the second term. And again, there's something that we must understand. If these two factions come together and form one ODM party that we knew, the initial ODM party, that Linda Ground has decided to join Linda Mwananchi, and they are now forming a common goal, a one party with a common goal. Trust me, Gladys Wanga will not stay there for so long. She may stay there, but she will be a spy of William Ruto because of two reasons. One, Gladys Wanga is bound to lose the gubernatorial seat in ODM. Whether she is in government or not, she may lose, because UDA has really said it, and they are so clear that they are gonna field the candidates all over all regions of this country. And that means if Magwanga will be sponsored by William Ruto, the way I hear, and that is why he resigned earlier, is being sponsored by William Ruto's UDA, he is gonna hit back. You know, in 2022, Magwanga could have been the governor of Homa Bay County, only that Raila Odinga intervened, and he asked him to deputize Gladys Wanga, and because of the respect and whatever they believed in Raila, he did that. Now that he has resigned, things are hard, and Gladys Wanga knows that she has no ground. So that is the reason why, if she loses, at least if William Ruto becomes the president, yeah, he can consider her at some point and some position. Reason number two why she will be a spy of William Ruto in that ODM, she would have lost that position of the chairperson because no one would be listening to her. Yani umepeleka wewe ndiye kiongozi, umepeleka watu kwingine, umepiga kelele, and then umegonga mwamba, umerudi tena. Trust me, she won't be saying anything. She won't be making decisions in ODM, and even her position as the chairperson, she may be scrapped because Linda Mwananchi are giving one condition, that they can unite and sit down with the Linda Ground and Linda Tumbo faction only if they allow for national elections, credible, competitive, and transparent, so that they elect the party leader, the chairperson, deputy party leaders, all positions, treasurer, including the secretary general. Yeah, and she won't get that. Take that to the bank. She cannot get that. Anyway, those are my opinions. You have yours too. You can write them in the comment section. Maybe that can form a basis of whatever we're gonna talk about in the next video. If you are new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content as a way of motivating us and also helping us grow this platform. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new video.